Hi everyone, it's Jen from Simple Local Life, and I'm back here at Wells Lake Farm Market. Can you see me back here behind this giant mound? And I'm back with my friend Adrien. How are you, Adrien?
Very good.
Good. So, what's going on, Adrien?
Well, yeah, we're hiding in the bushes today.
Yeah.
But we wanted to show you today that our fall mums are starting to bloom.
Beautiful.
And for me, I think it's probably been the most exciting part of the plant, exciting plant thing of the summer.
Okay.
Because they are looking so good and so many good colors coming on.
Beautiful.
And we have really good variety.
Yeah.
And they're just in time for Labor Day.
Just in time. Some of my planters at home, I keep looking, they're kind of ready to, I'm kind of done with some of them, and I need a refresh. And it's almost September in a couple days, so I'm thinking mums for sure. And look at all the buds and blooms on that. And this, I love this color too.
Yeah, so you bring up a good point. It has been such a challenging summer for plants, and the chrysanthemums hold up really well in the weather and the rain. These ones have been under the roof for a couple days, but for the most part, they've been outside all summer, and they are conditioned to the rain, they're conditioned to wind.
Yeah.
So if you pick them up for this fall, they will be beautiful right until we get our first frost.
Okay.
And you can bring them in, they'll last even maybe a little bit longer than our frost.
So it's any time now we can start picking. And I know these, mums are kind of, you want to get your colors you want to make sure you get a good selection. So a lot of people like to get these early. You guys have a good stock here, of course. But it's not too early to get them to have them last us through till Thanksgiving.
Absolutely, yeah. I think right now is the time, as they're starting to bud out, you can see what colors they are and how many blooms there will be in our lot, as you can see here.
Yeah.
You mentioned a couple things. 6 different colors we have: yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, and white.
Wow.
So, and within 6 different colors, we have 16 different varieties. So I wanted to show a couple here.
Yeah.
We have some of the smaller varieties. This is called Sunrise Yellow. This is in an 8-inch pot.
Classic.
Yeah, absolutely. And perfect. I mean, it's still really,
beautiful shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready to bloom.
So we have a bunch of different varieties in 8-inch, and then one I have here. I don't really need to hold it up, but this is called 5-Alarm Red.
5-Alarm Red. I love it. It's like polished colors.
And this is in a 10-inch pot, and this is one of the bigger varieties.
Wow.
So you can see the range and everything in between. Some of them have a really perfect ball shape. Some of them are a little bit bushier. So really anything you're looking for, we have it.
Love it. And it's Labor Day this weekend. We can't deny it any longer. The seasons are changing, and for a lot of people, Labor Day really signifies the end of summer and into fall with school returning and all of that. So mums are definitely kind of that signal too of seasonal change and what we can look at for our gardens or for our patios and decks and all those things. I love mums. It's kind of exciting to see them be ready and look so beautiful. So this is Labor Day weekend. I know you guys are open Friday nights this summer until 7. This is the last Friday?
That's right. This will be the last Friday, but we are open until 7 on Friday.
Okay, perfect. And Labor Day Monday, are you guys open?
Labor Day Monday, we are definitely open. We're getting lots of questions, but we are open on Monday, our regular hours, 9 to 6.
Okay, perfect. And always smells so good in here. You guys, busy weekend. I know Labor Day weekend to me always feels like the last hurrah, and everyone tries to do everything, and the weather looks perfect for Labor Day weekend. So you guys have everything stocked up here in the bakery?
We're trying our best. We're going to have a full shelf of cookies and full racks of bread, and hopefully
if you really want something, I'd come early, but you never know. But I know you guys are always working hard back there in the bakery. And this time of year is just amazing for all the fresh produce, lots of fresh produce, and what's coming in right now this week that we see.
Absolutely. I think it's worth mentioning, I've talked about blueberries a lot, wild blueberries all month.
Of course.
They have finally finished up this week, so we're moving into fall season fruit. Exactly.
Yeah.
This week we have some new apples. 3 varieties, all reds, Sunrise, and Early Max. The Gravensteins will be probably next week. We don't have them the weekend.
Okay.
Those 3 varieties of apples, I've tried them all. They're really tasty, and it's just a treat to be able to have new apples.
It is, and it's just they taste so good when you're eating those seasonal ones, especially those early season apples. And you just remember what it tastes like when you're eating a fresh, picked apple, and how delicious those are. So. Lots of varieties out here now, and Gravenstein coming soon, next week.
And we just had pears for the first time this week as well. So pears going in the weekend, flat pears, also very tasty, really good eating pears. Good for preparing baking as well.
Yeah, I like summer, but I gotta say, I really love fall.
Yeah, fall season is hard to beat.
It
What's
is.
available.
It is. Well, lots happening here, of course, at Wells Lake Farm Market with the long weekend ahead and fall coming. Come check out their mums, pick up your fresh seasonal produce, and the bakery and market kitchen always has lots of goodies and treats here as well. Thank you so much, Adrien. Have a
Thank
great
you very much.
day. See ya.
Thank you.
So I'm back here with my friend Elspeth. How are you today,
I'm
Elspeth?
good. I'm wearing my hat even though we're inside, but
I
it's
know.
my rain hat today.
Yes.
Again.
I know. We're filming this on Wednesday. It's raining a bit. I said my glasses seem like they're going to steam up here from the, we just came inside to avoid all the noise from the rain. But anyway, it's the end of August, almost September.
It is.
And this weekend is a big weekend. I know my daughter Grace, we're moving her back to university on Saturday. And I feel like everyone is moving on Saturday, September 2nd, that will be. But this weekend's the big weekend. And I know you guys have the perfect thing for those moving into dorm rooms or apartments. What do we got, Elspeth?
Well, I think everyone should have at least one plant.
Yes, I agree.
And I know that many, we went through a stage where houseplants kind of went, our grandmothers had houseplants.
Yeah.
And nobody had houseplants. And now we have a whole generation, couple of generations that want lots of plants. So we have,
Plant lovers.
they are.
The
And-
indoor plants.
Really. And we have a few suggestions for people and all the things that you might need to be successful in setting up a little garden corner in those dorm rooms or in apartments.
Okay.
And these are some things that are, I think, easy to grow.
Yes.
And that's a high priority because students have a way of forgetting
They
things.
do. They've got a lot on their
They
plates.
have a lot on their plate. So maybe the easiest one is a succulent.
Yeah.
This is an aloe plant, so
Beautiful.
people use that too if they have burns or whatever. You can break a little piece off.
Perfect.
But the other succulents, these are plants that do really well in drought. So you don't have to remember to
Not
water
as
them.
much care.
And-
These are so beautiful too. Look at that. Wow.
And look
Love
at
these.
this one with the this is the
my.
flower on it,
Fancy.
and it's got like a nice little pink tip on it. So these
Nice.
are Echeveria, and you don't really even need to know the name. They're succulents. There's a whole family, literally tens of many
Yes.
of succulents. And I really recommend planting them in a clay pot
Yes.
because this will help hold moisture
Okay.
and it actually draws moisture out of the soil. So if you overwater it a little bit, the pot itself will actually absorb some water. They need to be dried out, like completely dried out before you water them again. That's why they're really
These are
good.
perfect for students.
So if they forget, they're a little forgiving.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. The other one I want to mention is asparagus plant. And these do really well in humidity.
Okay.
So if you have an apartment and you want something to decorate your bathroom, this is a good choice for that.
You mentioned you. Seriously, my glasses are steaming up again.
And these are these are in a nursery pot, the ones we've grown them in. You want to transplant them into something pretty.
Okay.
So we have a nice selection of decorative pots. Ones that you can actually set another pot inside. This pot wouldn't be large enough for the asparagus farm, but for other pots, we have a nice selection of decorative pots that can be used, and they make a great gift. If somebody's leaving and you want to give them a little gift, this might be a good thing. Plant something from your own house plant.
Yes.
Start a little plant for them and send them off.
Yes.
I think my mother did that many, many years ago, and
Grace takes some plants with her, and then they have to come home in this carefully packed box at Christmas, and then they got to go back.
Yes.
So yeah, something like this is perfect. Yeah.
And the last one I want to mention are the philodendrons. And there are, again, many, many varieties. These are two different varieties, different colored leaves. Their habit, the way they grow, is a little bit different. But again, a pretty easy plant to grow, very popular. And again, we have them in large pots that you may want. You could send them off like that, but it's not particularly pretty.
No.
We do recommend getting a nice pot
Some
for
kind
it.
of pot.
Yeah, and we have a great selection of the terracotta in different styles and sizes. So this would obviously need to go into a much larger pot.
Yeah.
And the other thing that you might want to send along with the students going back is a little bit of liquid fertilizer so that they can remember that once in a while they should put a little fertilizer on. This is a concentrate and just add water and water in.
How often should you do that, Elspeth?
Well, it depends a bit on the plant,
Okay.
but most houseplants don't need more. I think the succulents, I probably wouldn't give them anything. Like
Okay.
maybe once every 3 or 4 months, give them a little.
Okay.
But the other things, maybe once a month.
Once a month.
But other than that, pretty easy. The things I've shown are easy to grow and require little care because we want those students to focus on school.
That's right. It's so nice to have a plant to kind of make your space feel alive, and it's a great gift for all those students who are getting ready, packing up this week and heading out this weekend. So stop in here to Westlake Farm Market and check out their indoor plants and pots. Thanks, Elspeth.